That's a that looks a lot like a linear function.
Okay, it's a line. It's a line. That's
Yes,
what you
it's a
would.
line, but it looks a lot like the linear function where it's an x.
Okay, well, that's what I graphed. I graphed number 2. So which of the options says linear function? Which of those? A, B, C, D, and so on.
Um, the linear function, the linear fu
Yeah, which letter is that? No.
the linear function is number 9.
No, Sourish. I'm asking about the letters below the picture, in the picture you sent me. Which letter says linear function? I'll put it in the chat for you to look at. I guess you don't have any way to see it.
No, I see it, I see it, I see it.
Okay, well, which letter says linear function?
D.
D. So 2 is D. Okay. Are there
Mhm.
any other linear functions in this list here? You did mention another one.
Yeah, the linear function, and D for number 3. That right there, number 3 is the
I'm not asking that. I'm asking you to look in the list. Is there any other linear functions where there's just an X?
D is not for a number 2. It's for number 9.
Why, then what is number 2?
Number 2, there's it doesn't, and because it says here linear function fx equals mx plus b. So that's
Okay, so let's say it's mx plus b. What if b equals 0? And what if m equals 1? What would this function become?
the linear function.
Okay, so what is number 2?
That's
If not,
uh,
if number 2 is not a linear function, then what is it?
um a square root function.
Okay, where is the square root symbol then?
Oh my god, I just don't think it's a linear function. Because
Yeah, well, look at what I wrote down here in the lower right.
yeah,
Let's look at this. Okay, what is the value of b?
the value of b is 0.
Okay, what's the value of m?
Value of m,
Yes.
value of m is 1.
Okay, when you add 0, does that contribute anything?
Yeah, 0 does not contribute to anything.
Does it change anything?
1x plus 0, that's a 1x.
Okay, and is it necessary to write the x? Here, I'm sorry, is it necessary to write the 1?
That's
Is there
the
another way to write this without the 1?
no.
What about just x?
We'll adjust x. Yeah,
Okay, is this a linear function?
that linear function.
Did it start out as a linear function?
That's the linear function. I just,
So what could change it? What did we do that would change it from being a linear function?
this is hard. I don't know.
I mean, the answer is nothing has changed it. I don't know why you're telling me this is not a linear function.
It's because it's mx plus b.
Okay,
So that is a linear function. For number two, it is not because it doesn't have mx plus b.
I just showed you that it does. And what if m is 1 and b is 0?
That's confusing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is gonna be a really challenging lesson if you're just gonna keep disagreeing with me on everything.
Well, I have my notes with me.
All right, let's look at 4, 5, and 6. Let's just look at those three there,
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6. All right. Do you remember the names of any of these?
Five is a square root function.
I agree. Which letter is that?
B.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. What about 4? We've looked at 4 before.
A squaring function.
Yes, or quadratic, but that's good. Square, squaring function. Okay. 6 is C means a constant,
Constant.
like a number. So think of it as like f of x equals 2.
Hmm. So that's a constant function.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, let's look at a couple of more here. Let's look at 7 and 8. All right, 7 is these vertical lines, vertical bars.
Yeah, that right there. That's an absolute value function.
Okay, I agree.
And for eight, that's a cubic function.
Very good. Now, which have we not used?
Identity function, reciprocal function, greatest integer function.
Okay. All right, so let's look at number 1 and number 3. All right, so number 1 is called the greatest integer function.
Yeah, it's the greatest integer function.
Okay. And then the one on the right here is called the reciprocal function.
Yeah, reciprocal function. Reciprocal.
All right, so that would be that's everything that we that's everything for 1 through 9. Number 2 is a constant function, is a linear function. Um, but you can,
It's a linear function. I would agree with you because you're right.
all right, so
So we can do some SET.
we could, but I mean, I don't think you really have everything down that you need in class. You guys were talking about inverses today, inverse functions.
We're talking about parent functions.
Yeah, but your other notes that you sent is inverse functions.
Yeah, it's kind of like for parent functions.
They're not. So I'm going to suggest we do some inverse function problems.
Okay.
All right, so let's look at something pretty simple. Let's look at a function like 2x minus 1. Okay, can you write that
Okay.
down in your paper, please?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All
Got it
right,
down.
so instead of f of x, you're going to replace f of x with y.
Okay.
Next, you're going to switch x and y.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want you to solve this for y. All right, so I'm gonna just step away for 30 seconds, but go ahead and work on this and solve this equation for y, please.
Okay.
All right, I am back. Let me know if you have any questions, or let me know when you've got your solution.
Okay. So Um, 1x and 1y.
No. Sorry, I mean, this is something that you should know by now. So you just don't have any idea how to solve this for y?
I think what I should do is just, like use y to multiply by 1.
No. What do you undo first, multiplication or subtraction?
Subtraction.
Okay, so undo subtraction. How do you undo -1?
Add.
Okay, add 1 to both sides.
Yep, that's gonna be 3.
No,
Yeah, you're putting it on, oh, wait, I thought you're gonna put it on 2.
Sourish, I can show you a lesson from 2 years ago. We were working on this.
X plus 1 equals 2y.
Okay, is y by itself.
It's next to 2.
What is the 2? What's the math operation between the 2 and the y?
2y.
What is the math operation between the 2 and the y? Math
Math,
operations.
yeah, math operations.
Add, subtract, multiply,
Multiply
all.
and divide.
Which one is it?
What we did is addition, so we added.
I'm asking about between the 2 and the y. What's the math operation between them?
2 minus y
Okay, where is this symbol then? I don't see
next
it.
to y and 2.
I don't see it.
But that is just only just,
This symbol goes with the 1.
yeah.
Okay, so it's probably not subtraction. There's no subtraction symbol there.
That is just only 2y, which is like a multiplication symbol.
Okay, I agree. It's multiplying. 2 is multiplying y. How do you
Mhm.
undo multiplication?
Divide
What do you divide both sides by?
by 2.
Okay. All right, now we're going to switch sides. Y equals x plus 1 divided by 2. All right.
Mhm.
All right, so I want you to get this down in your notes, starting from the beginning, okay? Can you do that for me?
Yeah. Okay, got it down.
Alright, keep going. Do you have the rest of this down?
Okay, I'm writing it down. Okay, got it down.
Right, we're gonna do a similar problem here, okay? You ready?
Okay.
F of x equals 3x minus 2. What is the first thing that we did in the previous problem?
We have to replace the subtraction by addition.
No. Are you okay? You sound like you're stressed out or not sure what you're doing.
I'm not stressed out. I'm just what we need to do is we need to be able to replace.
Okay,
Mhm.
what are we going to replace?
We're gonna replace the y equals
Okay,
fx.
so instead of fx, you're going to put a y here.
Okay.
Now, what's the next thing?
Now, next thing is that you need to be able to replace the subtraction to addition to add both sides by 2.
Are you looking at your notes?
Yes,
Okay, what's the next thing?
we switch x to y. Switch x to y. Yeah, and now you have to do what I told you, the addition.
Alright, so I want you to solve for y.
Okay. 2x equals 3y.
Nope. When you add two to both sides, are
Yeah,
these like terms? Is x and two, are they like terms?
yes, 2x.
No, they're not. Did you write down anything from the previous problem?
Yes, because I
Okay,
was,
well, sorry, I mean, come on, it's like, it's exactly the same, like, I didn't write one x, I wrote x plus one.
well, it's kind of like, a war. I just wanted just people to be putting like one
Alright,
X, something like that.
we'll just do whatever you want. I mean, that's a great strategy in life. Come on, Sourish, like, do
I
better,
know,
come on, do better, alright? Alright,
I know.
what,
And then you get to divide, put the division symbol,
okay,
and then you put 2.
dude, what are you dividing both sides by?
We're dividing both sides by 3.
Yes,
And now,
y equals x plus two divided by three.
yes.
Alright, let's see if you can do one more problem here on your own.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little bit different. Alright, give this
This
one
is
a try, please.
all right, and then okay. Switch fx to y.
I want you to work this out on your own and just give me your final answer.
Okay, okay. Y equals x plus 1 divided by 5.
Very good. Okay, so we're gonna look at some more complicated questions now.
Okay.
Let's say it's negative 4x plus 2. Okay, this is a new problem.
Okay.
We, just like before, we switch f of x to y. Okay, and then we
Uh-huh.
switch x and y. So x equals minus 4y plus 2. And now we solve for y still. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. X minus 2 equals minus 4y. And then we divide both sides by minus 4. So y equals x minus 2 divided by minus 4.
Okay.
All right, so get this down in your notes. Get this example down.
Okay, got it down. I
Alright,
got it
you
down.
got all this down, even this down
Yeah.
here?
Uh-huh.
Alright, cause I'm gonna give you one to try that's like this. You got it all down?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's say f of x equals minus 2x plus 4. So go ahead and do the same thing we've been doing.
Mm-hmm. So I should let me try it on my own. Should I try it on my own?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm. Y equals an x minus 4 divided by negative 2x.
X minus 4 divided by negative 2. Good. Very
Yes.
good. Alright, very good.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and stop here for today. Does your
All right.
dad want any feedback or?
Yeah, Dad.